Woo! Back in the car. Aren't you tired of hearing that? Hopefully, this is the last episode that we're going to be back in the car. But we're going to go straight into switching out this shifter. As you can see in the video, this shifter has a lot of play, and it also has a gap in between each shift. We want to eliminate that and make sure we have a quick shift and minimal play in the gears, moving left to right. That's something we want to switch over, and it's going to help us with the hybrid racing short shifter or quick shifter. This is definitely going to be a huge upgrade into this car. So let's get to it. What we have to remove first is the center console. This is just should be a pure pop out. Let me see how to do this. I think it just pops out easy. Oh, no, let's check. Should just pop out. Oh, I got one side. And I think I got the other side. Yep. Good thing is that this car didn't have a good shift knob, so I took it off immediately. It also wasn't aligned properly because it didn't have the nut to hold it tightly. So I just took it off while it was parked outside, and it's going to make it easier for us to take off this center console. There it is. Center console is out. Just like in the video, it doesn't have the door in the center, which gives it that USA look. I'm trying to change the look to be different, so we're going to install that CSX once we're done. We're going to put this aside because we have to do one more thing with this center console, and that's removing this shift boot. We'll put this aside for now. Now that we have an opening here, we want to remove the shifter, but first we have to take this center full console out, not just that little bit, in order to get to the shifter cables and align the hybrid racing quick shifter properly. So I'm going to go on and remove two screws here, two Phillips screws. Let me get to that right now. Let me see if I can do it with this right quick. Yep, that comes out pretty easy. Put that in here for now. All right, that's there. I could use the Phillips head manually for these things, but it's just much quicker to use the gun, and it's just going to make the video shorter. But if you don't have this, you could definitely use one of these and do it manually. So we're going to put this aside now. There's two clips on the side here, left and right, that's going to allow us to remove this center console here. And then there's two screws inside here that's also going to allow us to remove it completely. So let me get to the two clips here on the side, and we're going to turn on my trusty light to see. Oh yeah, it's definitely in there. But it looks like it was also already removed. Yep. Awesome, that came out easy. And I have to do the other side also. There it is. You have to take out this bottom cover here for the passenger side, but that's it. So let me get the two in here, and then I'll check to see if there's any other ones that's gonna allow us to move it out the way. The gun won't fit in there, so I'm gonna have to do this one manually. That came out easy. And the second one. Usually there is like a rubber cover in here, but my A.S.A.P doesn't have it. Looks like the previous owner did not put it back in there or lost it. I'll just go to a junkyard and get one. You can get one from any Civic. All right, that screw came out as a Phillips head also. Just put all this back in here because it'll be able to hold it. And As you can see, it's loose. This should be able to just come back now, out of the way. Let me get this out of its track here. All right, drop that. And this should just roll back. I think there's one more clip here that's for a cable. I'm gonna try to see if it just could be disconnected or the cable has to come out completely. Nope, I could just disconnect the cable. Yep, cable's gone. So that's done. Let's just roll this back. All right, so everything is clear here. Oh man, looks like we have some trouble going on in here. Let me just vacuum all of this out of the way, and then we'll be right back and start working on this. There's a lot of mess here, and it looks like we had some trouble in this car. So let me get this out and be right back. So we're back. We're just now going to remove the cables from, let me move this back out of the way so you can see a little better. All right, let's see here. Yeah, let me screw. So what you have to remove is 3 bolts and 3 clips that are, sorry, 2 clips that are holding the cable to the shifter. So we're going to do that now. Let's start moving these clips here. Okay. Easily come out. Okay, easily come out here also. All right, so cables are loose. And now what we need to take is a nice vice grip. And not a vice grip, but more of a plier. And what we're going to do is take out the cable from its track here. Let me see if I can get a good handle here. All right, it's a little difficult to do it from this side of the car. Basically, what we want to do is take the cable, try to get a good grip on it, and pull it to, or rotate it to the right side, clockwise of the car. We'll try to see if I can get this eye out first. It's a little difficult, it's a little stuck there. Trying to see if I can get a good grip. Okay. All right. So that was a little bit of a hassle because I was using a tool that didn't have enough grip. So I went and got the vice grip, and that gave me enough grip there. So now we're going to remove the 3 bolts that are holding the shifter in place, and that should be it. Let me see what size this is. I think this is a 12. Yes, it is. Okay. It's a 12 millimeter here. It's a tight one. Okay. All right, so these bolts come with a little washer. Well, two of them. You don't want to lose it. Let's make sure we put everything back in its place here. We're in a good place to find it. Put it here. Even though the hybrid racing comes with a new hardware. All right. So that comes out easy. And as you can see, this is not that bad. I've seen worse. I've seen worse than this. I've seen worse than this, but this is not that bad. This doesn't look like it has a lot of play. We're gonna jump and switch over to the hybrid racing one. Yeah. Okay. So to install the hybrid racing one, I want to make sure that it has some grease in there. Okay, it looks good. It looks good. Okay. Doesn't look like it's gonna wear out. So it's just gonna go on here with this one coming in through the back here, this cable. There's two cables, and this one is gonna be here on the side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna guide this through to the bottom here and over. Wait a minute. This is gonna go here. And this is gonna go over and under. All right, so I have to do the same thing, which is basically twist it and twist it back into its grooves or opening, and that should align the hybrid racing shifter better. Yeah, let me get that started. So the shifter is back installed in the car, the new hybrid shifter. Now we're just going to use the shifter lever here, I guess this is called, to, let me just take it out of this plastic here. Okay. To align how high or low we want our shifter to go. I'm gonna check to see. I'll be right back. Let me get, it's an Allen key that's gonna allow us to loosen this so it can stretch from here. All right. Awesome. This looks absolutely awesome. So the hybrid racing quick shifter or short shifter is installed. I'm going to give you a rundown of what I had to do to get it installed. First, you have to remove these 3 bolts. If you have the OEM, it's the 12 millimeter on size. I decided to go with the hybrid racing hardware, which you would need an Allen, and that's a number 6 if you have a socket for it. The next thing you have to do is that you have to remove the clips that hold in the cables. There are 2 of them. These 2 guys here, the clips would just extend. You can do it with your finger. One side comes out, then the other side, and then it pops out. To put it back in, you're going to do the same thing. Extend it, and it just locks back into its place. And the last thing you need to do is to guide the cables back into its slot and turn it clockwise so it can lock in. Once you turn it clockwise, it automatically wants to lock in, so it does it on its own. The last piece that you need to adjust is this lever here. I have it at this size for now, but remind yourself that with the shift knob, it's probably going to be taller after you screw it down. Now, like I said earlier, in order to screw it down, you need the OEM shift knob nut locker or nut that locks the shift knob. The part number for that is 90310 ST7Z00. It came in this Honda bag, and it's basically this nut right here. It looks nice and crispy for the looks and effect of the hybrid racing shifter. So we're going to put that in. The way that it orientates is this way because it has to lock in with the knob like this. Okay, so we're going to put that in first so it can lock in and it doesn't rotate. I'll bring it all the way down. Awesome. And then we're going to put the, oops, that was a good catch, the OEM Type R shift knob in. Look at the red on there. It's going to match with everything on here. That looks fire. All right, so let's install it here. And what you need is to align it well so the numbers orientate to your side here. And then we're going to take a number 14 wrench here and lock it in place. Try not to scratch the nut here because then it looks ugly. Let me extend this a little bit there. Let's go all the way down first. Nope, that's the highest we could go, and then this goes up. I'm gonna put it straight there. It looks like it's straight there, right there. All right, so I'm gonna hold the shift knob, get a good grip here first, and then you're gonna go counterclockwise in order to get the locking point. All right. Awesome. So that's in there. So it no longer moves. Now what I want to show you, if you remember before, the shift knob that it had, the OEM one, would have a lot of play. This doesn't have that much play. And if we go in gear, I'll show you right now how quick this is. That's third. That's fourth. It's a quick. It's not like a skip. It's not third skip to neutral fourth or second skip to neutral third. So if I go to second, it's just a quick one. Third, see that? It's fourth, fifth, sixth. It's not there's not a middle gap. That's why it's called a quick shifter. Also, as you can see, the play. Like if I go into, let's say, fourth, it's not a lot of play. I could barely move it. It's in there. Can barely move it to the right too. In there. That's what we want. We want quick shifting. Quick shifting. All right. So that's installed. It's working perfectly fine. Now we're going to install the center console that goes here, and we'll be done with this installation. All right, so we installed the center console back. We're just missing this part of the center console, the accuracy A.S.A.P upgrade from the Civic Si. But we're going to remove this silver piece. As you can see, it doesn't come with it. So let's just put this on first. And it should just fit properly there. I think, yeah. It should just fall in line. There we go. Awesome. And now we have the nice sliding door. And the last part of this center console is to remove this piece here. So we just got to pop this out just like this. And what I want to do is that I want to take off this shift boot. It's cracked here, as you can see. Let me just get a closer look there. It's cracked on there. I don't know if it can be seen there on the camera. So we're going to remove this out. I don't want to use this anymore, so we're just going to remove these four torque screws. It's going to be pretty easy. It's 20 TTX20, so it's a pretty small size. Here we go. And we're just going to leave it open like this. The reason why we're leaving it open is because we want to see the hybrid racing shifter. Like, it looks so cool just like that. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reverse. Super quick. There's no middle ground there. But yeah, that looks awesome. All right. So now we're just going to get back to completing the interior here. All right. So steering wheel is back installed. Shifters put into place. CSX console is also put into place. Everything is aligning. The only thing left to do for the interior is, like I said, the HVAC climate control lights, which I'm going to do at home, bring it in and then just install it right quick. Put in the floor mats, which it's pretty easy. I'll do a camera view of that later in the outro. And what we're going to do now is color the fabric in of the SI logo. I'm going to show you what that looks like now. It's really faded compared to the red of the carpet. What we're going to use is fabric marker. It's this red one here. I tested out and it looks pretty much like the carpet red and the stitching red inside the car. What in the forums they tell you to use in other YouTube video is this Sharpie permanent marker. I don't think this is the right way to go. It might stay, it might not, it might bleed into your clothes, it might fade. I'd rather not go this route and go with the fabric one because you are technically painting fabric. So I'm going to link below which one is the one that I have. It's called Make Market. All we have to do is basically stay in the lines of the SI logo. I think I'm going to do 3 passes. I'm going to do one light pass, straight down, another pass diagonal in one way, and another pass diagonal in the other way, and then that's it. And then we'll call it then. And I'll see you guys back at the table once I'm done. All right, so we're back at the table, and we're finally going to conclude this episode and the interior upgrades. We're at like 98% done of the interior. The only thing I need, like I said in the beginning of the video, is the HVAC climate control lights. I'm going to get that in the mail this week that's coming up, put that in at home and bring it in, install it, and we are 100% done with the interior. Like you see here in the video, everything came out super flawless, from the carpet to the steering wheel, this engine start button, the Broadway mirror, the hybrid shifter, the pedals, the CSX center control, the SI logo on the seat, and the music system with the Pioneer radio. Everything came out awesome. I am happy with the interior. Can't forget the headliner. The headliner is also cool. Came out flawless there. Everything is pretty much done. The next upgrade that we're going to do is going to be outside of the car, obviously, because it's not the interior anymore, but it's going to be more performance oriented. Everything from here on will be performance upgrades. We're going to lift up the car and start working on the mechanical parts of this SI. I cannot wait till next week to get you those videos in. Now, for what I use in tools were the torque wrench. You need a torque wrench to put back your steering wheel. Make sure you torque it right. This one was 29 foot-pounds. I have a couple Allen key sockets, torque sockets, mostly 10 to fit 14 millimeter sockets, extenders. I got a 3/8 socket wrench, and I got a smaller one, forgot, 1/4. I got the Phillips screwdriver, the flathead, a vice grip, a pliers, trim removal tools, and a 14 millimeter open wrench with the uh, impact gun. I did not forget, I also used the vacuum cleaner, and I use the Make Market markers to color in the SI logo. Everything came out flawless. If you see the SI logo is back to red, it is awesome. It matches the carpet. So I'm glad about that. It's drying up right now. It takes 24 hours to dry completely. So we're going to let that dry there. Also, with the interior parts, everything is pretty much clean. I vacuumed the inside of the car. I'm going to remove the carpet mats because as we're dealing with the outside and it's going to be dirty, I'm going to probably be going in to turn on the car or to adjust the car. So I'm going to put back the weather mats and remove those until we're completed 100% with this vehicle, and I'll put it back in so it stays clean and it stays brand new. I'm going to put it back into this OEM box. If you want to see sneak peeks, please follow my IG page at dro_A_SAP_garage. or click on the notification buttons. I'm going to be launching new episodes every week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you click on the notification, it would alert you. Like, comment, subscribe. The more comments I have, the more feedback, constructive or positive, will help bring you more content that is going to be entertainment to you. I answer to all my comments. And if you have any suggestions, just write it down below. The more subscribers I have, the more it motivates me to bring more content out to you. With that being said, this is your boy Dro, and this is A.S.A.P Garage. Peace.